notice of this meeting was provided by the Secretary of the Board on January 17, 2025, to the Home News Tribune, the Star Ledger, and the Clerk of the City of New Brunswick. The time and location of this meeting and all meetings of this body are posted at City Hall, 78 Bayard Street in New Brunswick, New Jersey. Item number 1, roll call, please.
Ms. Caldwell.
Here.
Ms. Jacquez.
Here.
Mrs. Medina Hernandez.
Here.
Ms. Ortiz.
Here.
Mr. Spencer. Ms. Varela.
Here.
Mr. Adorno.
Here.
Ms. Sevilla.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Item number 2, the flag salute. Before we move to item number 3, I would like to take a moment of silence thinking about the memory of Mrs. Emerald Seawood. As you guys may know, the board is grieving the loss of Mrs. Seawood. So I wanted to take a couple of minutes to her memory. On March 25th, during our regular board meeting, we will have a dedication with her family here. So, yeah, she's very much missed. Moving to item number 3, the board vacancy announcement. Mrs. Villalona.
Thank you, Madam President. I would like to formally announce that the New Brunswick Board of Education has a board vacancy to replace Mrs. Emra L. Seawood. The board will have up to 60 days to fill this vacancy, and resumes are to be addressed to the board president, Ms. Jennifer Sevilla, via email. Thank you.
Thank you. A reminder that the public hearing and budget presentation will be here on Tuesday, March 25th, 2025, beginning at 7 p.m. during the regular Board of Education meeting here at the New Brunswick High School in the auditorium. Moving to item number 4, the 2025-2026 preliminary budget presentation by Mr. Enio Villalona, Business Administrator.
Thank you, Madam President. Good evening, everyone. It is my pleasure to present the proposed preliminary budget for the 2025-2026 school year. The 2025-2026 preliminary budget totals $302,343,731, which is approximately a $4.6 million increase above the 2024-2025 budget. This increase is primarily due to the $11.9 million increase in state aid. The budget also includes some of the following expense estimates that had a direct impact on our budget. The dollar amounts are reflected accordingly on your handout. These include a 1.97% increase in salaries, which is approximately a $2.5 million increase, a 16.9% increase in medical benefits, which amounts to approximately $8.3 million, a 13.5% increase in out-of-district tuition, which amounts to approximately $2.4 million, a 13.4% increase in charter school aid, which amounts to approximately $1.4 million, and a 19.4% increase in gas and electric costs, which amounts to nearly $900,000. In regards to the tax levy, the budget proposes a 93 per year increase for New Brunswick residents. The tax levy is a total of $39,251,400, which is an increase of $2,138,000 over the 2024-2025 tax levy. for a total increase of $93 per household, or an increase of $7.64 per month per household. In regards to staffing, the budget allocates funds for approximately 3 new positions to support ability diverse learners. And the budget also reflects a strong commitment to maintaining and modernizing our facilities. Funding is allocated for HVAC replacements at the 40 Van Dyke campus, expansion of the Culinary Arts Kitchen at New Brunswick High School, security upgrades across multiple school locations, completion of site work for the high school fields project, and future parking expansion. These investments support safer, more efficient, and high-quality learning environments. The 2025-2026 budget focuses on the following instructional priorities: strengthening instructional practices to improve proficiency and state assessments, close achievement gaps, and address learning loss; providing training on evidence-based strategies, culturally responsive teaching, informative feedback to enhance instruction; enhancing instructional support for multilingual students and those with diverse abilities to ensure equitable access to education; sustaining tutoring, mentoring, after-school programs, and targeted interventions; maintaining counseling services and expanding mental health resources to support student well-being and resilience; sustaining and enhancing special education, bilingual, and ESL programs to ensure comprehensive support for all learners; providing Chromebooks, devices, and chargers to ensure equitable digital access for all students; and strengthening partnerships with parents and the community to foster a supportive and inclusive learning environment. For your review, you will also see a detailed breakdown of our estimated revenues and appropriations for the 2025-2026 school year, which are listed on page 2 of the handout and on page 5 of the Spanish translation. Presented to you are the resolutions for the following items: to approve the revised 2024-2025 budget in the amount of $313,150,651, to approve the 2025-2026 tax levy in the amount of $39,251,400, to approve the 2025-2026 budget submission in the amount of $302,343,731, to approve the transfer of funds from capital reserve in the amount of $3 million to support additions to our long-range facilities plan. This allocation will support HVAC upgrades at the 40 Van Dyke campus, expansion of the high school Culinary Arts Kitchen, security upgrades across multiple schools, site work for the high school fields project, and future parking expansion. To also approve the submission of the 2025-2026 preschool budget in the amount of $24,840,841, and to approve the maximum amount of travel for the 2025-2026 school year at $158,000. This concludes my presentation. We now open it up for any questions on the 2025-2026 preliminary budget. No questions, Madam President. Would you like to proceed with the motion to approve resolutions 8 and C?
Yes. Can I please have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Ms. Caldwell?
Yes.
Ms. Jacquez?
Yes.
Mrs. Medina Hernandez?
Yes.
Ms. Ortiz?
Yes.
Mr. Spencer? Ms. Varela?
Yes.
Mr. Adorno?
Yes.
Ms. Sevilla?
Yes.
Motion approved.
Thank you. Moving to item number 7, can I please have a motion to adjourn?
Ms. Caldwell?
Yes.
Ms. Jacquez?
Yes.
Mrs. Medina Hernandez?
Yes.
Ms. Ortiz?
Yes.
Mr. Spencer? Ms. Varela?
Yes.
Mr. Adorno?
Yes.
Ms. Sevilla?
Yes,
Meeting adjourned.
thank you. Have a good evening.